Welcome to our Cooking 101 class, my Haley girl, where we're going to be making an upside down tater tot casserole. My name's Heather and I'm married to Luke. I have 2 beautiful daughters and 6 handsome sons, and this is just the Bell's 10. We're going to be making an upside down tater tot casserole. So the first thing we're going to do is we're gonna actually grease the pan because we do not want our tater tots to stick. Sorry about that, my kids are home, so. And we're gonna layer the tater tots on the bottom. Now, I actually got mini tater tots. I didn't even know they made mini tater tots. I'm super excited. So we're just gonna put them on the bottom. We're not gonna make them perfect because we wanna make sure that cheese and spices get down through the tater tots. So you're gonna put your bag of tater tots into your casserole dish. And just mix them around. There we go. Now I got 2 to 4 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. We're gonna save some of this for the top, so I'm gonna say just put 2 cups over the tater tots. Okay, that looks great. I'm gonna do a little more. So you don't want your tater tots completely close together because you want the cheese to melt into the tater tots. And they are frozen tater tots. All right, there we go. And now the spices, I have 2 teaspoons of thyme. You're just gonna sprinkle the thyme over the tater tots. Okay, make sure it gets all over there. Then I have 2 teaspoons of parsley, so we're gonna sprinkle that on top too. And then I have 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper and then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So we're gonna do the same thing. All right. And now the pepper. Okay. David's not taking my cord, are you? Stealing my nice cord?
This is my cord. It doesn't even go to your iPhone charger. It goes to this.
Okay. My kids like to take my cords. And now the garlic powder. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Make sure you get the corners. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bake it in the oven at about 375, 400 degrees until the tater tots are cooked, the cheese is in the tater tots, and it's almost forming like a crust. So go put this in the oven for 375, let's just say 375, for about 30 minutes. And while that's cooking, we're gonna get the top done. So in my pot here, I have 2 pounds of ground beef and 1 pound of sausage. You can just do ground beef if you want, but of course, because we have such a big family, that's why I have to do more. So I would say maybe 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of sausage, or 2 pounds of ground beef. So we're just gonna cook this up. Use my handy dandy chopper that I got from Pampered Chef. All right, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of minced onion, 1 tablespoon of fresh garlic, and you're gonna cook this until your hamburger is almost done, but not all the way done. The reason is because you're gonna stick it back in the oven. So if you cook your hamburger until it's completely done, then you cook it in the oven, it's gonna be way past done. So mine has a little bit of red still. I kind of overthawed it out in the microwave, so I kind of cooked it for a little bit in the microwave. I tend to do that sometimes. Okay, so now we're gonna add a can of cream of mushroom soup. And we're also gonna add about 2 tablespoons of cream. Stir that all together. And then we're just gonna keep cooking this until it's nice and creamy and kind of heated through. All right. Looks good, looks good. I have a recipe for a homemade cream of mushroom soup. I need to just share it with you guys. It's just, life has been just so busy with the holidays. Got my ugly sweater on, even though everybody keeps saying it's cute. It's supposed to be an ugly sweater. All right, we got that stirred really good. Now we're gonna add our green beans. These are my canned green beans. And then I'm actually gonna add carrots this time. My canned carrots. No, you don't normally add carrots, but I'm gonna this time. The more veggies, the better. And then just stir that up. I'm gonna turn the burner off. Just stir that in, and then we're gonna set this aside, or just leave it here until our tater tots are done. So now I'm just gonna keep stirring this up just to get it nice and mixed, and then we're gonna be putting it on top of the tater tots. I know, it's like an upside down pineapple cake, hey? And then I also have a recipe for a tater tot casserole, like a breakfast casserole. Amazing. We're gonna do that. It's pretty similar to what we're doing, but it's a little different. So I think maybe next month we'll do something like that. All right, we're gonna mix this up. We're gonna leave this here. Once our tater tots come out, we're gonna add the top, put it back into the oven, and then serve. I'm so excited for this recipe, so excited. All right, so the tater tot casserole is out. Now it's not 100% done because we still have to cook it. So we're gonna add our hamburger, green beans, carrots over it, and then we're gonna put it back in. Let's see how I can do this. Here we go. All right. We are going to add the meat and the green beans and carrots over the top. So this is what makes it reversed. All right, here we go. There we go, okay. So it's reversed because we put the tater tots on the bottom and the hamburger on top. All right, there we go, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's smooth it out, and we're gonna sprinkle the rest of our cheese on top, and then we're gonna bake it more. It's not gonna have to bake long because it's already cooked. So let's get our cheese on top. And then just a tip too, when you're doing this, if you're afraid that you'll get the cheese on the sides, I actually put it in the middle and spread it out to the sides. Then you don't have to worry about it going over the edges. If you wanna add more cheese to it, go right ahead. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, that looks good. Make it perfect. While we're waiting for our tater tot casserole to cook, look what's happening at my house. Woo! I'm gonna turn it around so you can see the beautiful snow. Finally, it's been green forever. Hi, Daisy. How are ya? All right, so this is what's happening at our house. Big time snow. This is just from this morning. Like, it's been snowing for maybe 3 or 4 hours. It's really pretty, and look at, we got our lights up outside. My husband put my lights up. And look at my little guy there. How sweet is that? So yeah, here we go. And this calls for, guess what, guys? A song. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, you got it. Let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow. All right, my upside down tater tot casserole is done. Absolutely amazing. My son knows that I hate the ball being bounced, and he does it all the time on purpose. So here is all finished. I'm so anxious to try it. It's a little hot right now, so I'm gonna have to let it settle. But thank you so much for joining me on this Cooking 101 where we made the upside down tater tot casserole. I felt like that was so fast. Some recipes, they don't have to take a lot of work. They can be super great and super fast. And this is just one of those where it doesn't take a lot of work to put together an absolutely, an absolutely wonderful meal. So thank you for joining me. Follow Just the Bells 10, like, subscribe, share our page with everybody that means the most to you. Stay tuned for our next Cooking 101. I'm not really sure I'm gonna make. I might even have my mom with us because she's coming to visit next week. So maybe I'll ask her, we can think of something. Maybe it'll be a baking good, maybe it'll be a dinner, I'm not really sure. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm really, really loving doing this with you. And it really does encourage me to think of some different things, to think outside the box. If you have any great ideas or some great recipes from your family, or maybe some spices that I don't hardly use, hey, just put it in the comments. And I'm open to anything. But thank you so much. I'm now gonna go grab that ball from my son Noah and hide it. Thank you so much.